Authorities say that the act can be as easy as simply opening an unlocked car and then opening the garage door. According to city officials, political yard signs made of corrugated plastics with this glossy wax finish can't be recycled. With just 2 days until this month's primary elections, all Dane County voters will have access to the ballots in Spanish. Others are a bit more on the strange side, like Halloween costumes and historical wear. When it comes to holiday sales, these Madison makers are proving that they can still get a little bit crafty. Apparently, CBD oil isn't just for humans anymore. Now, people are using it to treat a variety of ailments for their pets. With more rains on the horizon, community members are wondering if there may be more rough waters yet to come. Dane County officials say that they hope that what they came up with will bring more people to the Alliance. Yesterday's record-breaking snow gave way to a beautiful day. And for Dane County residents, there's no better way to bask in the sun than to fire up the snowblower.
Nothing compares to the saccharine sweet soundtrack of fresh snowfall. The crunch of snow underfoot, the drip drip of melting icicles.
The snow apocalypse, that's what it seems like.
But when it comes to the symphony of snowblowers, it's Aaron Gerbert's job to keep everyone tuned up.
When the snow hits, they want it fixed now. So we're doing our best to do that.
In these conditions, demand is high.
It's been crazy with the ice storm and now the snow coming, and we go from catching up with the work to overload of work, and but we're really moving the machines out.
Things are busy for the conductor of the Snowblower Symphony, but the players don't have it much easier either.
As much as a pain it is to get out here, I still kind of somewhat enjoy it. Not enjoy it, but just make the most of it.
But with everyone working together, it can seem like music.
You don't see every sidewalk around here shoveled, within 24 hours, but I think for the most part, as a community, everyone tries their best to get out there.
If you're trying to make your snowblower sing, Gerber has some advice.
The absolute biggest thing is fresh gas, ethanol-free gasoline, and to just have it serviced in the fall. Make sure it's ready to go. Don't wait for the snow to get here.
Hates Mobile Maintenance says that over the past few days, snowblowers have been flying off the showroom floor. I'm Chris Lueneburg, News 3 Now.
All right, shake hands, guys.
The sound of the courts is what keeps Justin Ofger reffing after this long.
15 years. I just love being on the court because I used to play varsity basketball, so I really enjoy just being on the court with the kids.
While the cheering and the crowds are what make the atmosphere,
And I just love basketball.
It can sometimes get out of hand.
Like I was reffing and the fan almost came out in the court and was yelling at me, and I'm like, I don't get paid enough for this.
And you can't hear the sound of the courts through the ringing in your ears.
Some days you feel like I have a bad game and the coaches are a little more on you, yelling at you, or the fans. That's pretty hard, and sometimes I wonder, why do I still do this?
It's these incidents that the WIAA says turns refs away in an op-ed they released earlier today, asking parents to cool it.
People don't holler at the bus driver. People don't holler at the secretary in the office. People don't holler that way at the teachers. Judgments have to be made, and you've got to accept that. That's what competitive athletics is all about.
And the effect this behavior has can make an impact.
I think it's trending to more involvement, more of these kinds of instances than we would like to have. And it's very difficult, though, to be critical of parents who follow their kids, because too often we have kids that never have a parent at a game.
All Ofger wants is to hear the sound of the court, and not the anger of some parents.
Just more respect for the officials, because what people and fans don't know, if there's no officials, there's no game.
I'm Chris Lueneburg, WISC News 3.
Apples to apples, the farmers market doesn't seem to have much to do with Monona Grove schools.
We have two, and our oldest is in the high school.
But when it comes to both, Melissa Webb is trying to get her dollar's worth.
It just seems like a huge sum of money.
At the market, this week's food is simple arithmetic. When it comes to education funding, the math is more on par with calculus.
It's hard to say no because I have kids in the school district, but as a taxpayer, I kind of wonder if there's more middle ground, if there's more work to be done.
If both referendums pass, the school district says the tax impact will be about $75 for every $100,000 of property value. Monona Grove superintendent says that the plan balances the district's need with the cost.
Right now we're near or at capacity in 3 of our schools. Not having the additional space would mean as enrollment continues to increase, having classes in places that weren't designed as instructional areas.
According to Olson, the debt impact equation was calculated to be balanced.
And we actually have some debt falling off. And if the referendum passes it, of course, there is a tax impact. And so trying to minimize that with timing it the time that the other debt falls off is a big part.
Jeff Simpson is on the school board and has done the math over and over.
It's cost effective. It's something that will get passed in both communities, I believe. And it fills our need right now.
Back at the market, Webb is deciding if the referendum is a ripe vegetable or a bad apple.
I think for me, I would want to see more of the numbers. I look at it and I go, holy moly.
For News 3, I'm Chris Lueneburg.